So where are you from? Can you introduce yourself?
I'm from Bojnord and I'm 17 years old. Okay, how about you?
Yeah, my name is Kianush. I'm from Iraq and I'm 26 years old. We are so glad to have you
Okay.
here in our group. So you guys, did you have a nice weekend? Say,
Nice weekend. So this weekend I
hi,
slept
Farid.
a lot.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello,
I've
hello,
come.
Mr. Kianush, Mr. Said, and Mr.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Buddy, how are you?
Thank you, and you?
Everything is good for me.
Okay, thank God.
So, dear Kanush,
Yeah.
do we want to talk about weekend tonight?
No, we
And
are talking about it's tourism. So I want to ask you the first question. What are the things in your mind which encourage people to visit a country?
to visit a country. So, the first thing that is motivation for every person is that country's culture, in my opinion. And
Very
if you
nice.
want to select a country for visiting, we should at first pay attention to that country's culture, and after that we look at its people, and we want to check if they are hospitable people or not. And the other thing is so important for us is the places that we want to visit in that country, like for example the nature and the museum and the other interesting things, in my opinion, are places.
Yeah, I think you're right because nowadays visitors do not go for a country to see, skyscrapers, a bridge, or hotels. They just go for culture. They want to know, your culture, how you celebrate your festivals. I think you're
Yes,
right.
right.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Welcome.
Hi,
how are you,
hi,
Mansur?
Master John.
Thank you very much. How are you? I am again upside down. Excuse me.
Yeah, you are so energetic tonight. I think.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
That's good.
that's right.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you very much.
How about you, Farid? Can you name some points that will encourage people to visit the country?
Some points to encourage people to visit the country.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I don't know, Mr. Said, what said, but I think the main thing that a person can be encouraged is, I think, cultures, exchanging cultures, talking to different people and exchanging cultures is very good. Actually, let me. Do you have my voice?
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you a story. I saw um, a Korean person, and I said, "Why did you decide to come to France? Korea is advanced country." He said that his parents were Korean, but he was born in Malaysia, so he considered to be foreigner in Korea. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, and he said it is very difficult for foreigners to find job, or for example, to find job or anything in Korea. So he decided to come to France. It was really
Is it
surprising.
is it easier in France finding a job?
It is easier for him to find job in France rather than to find a job in Korea.
So I assume that you are in France. Did you find something interesting in their culture?
Mm, yes, I think Actually, overall, they are very nice people. Okay, they are very nice people. They are helping hand. They give you helping hand when you need them, and it's very, very good, very cool. And they pay attention to their external appearance a lot. They pay attention a lot to their external appearance, fashion,
Yeah.
their clothes. I think it is very important for them.
Yeah, sure. Very good. So how about Naya? Hello, Mahdia. Let's
Hello, sorry I'm late. I
say
had some problem with
hello
my
to you.
Skype.
Yeah, yeah. We are glad to have you tonight. So, Martin, can you name some points that will encourage people to visit the country?
I prefer listening more because I'm a new student in university. Okay, next session I talk about the subject.
So I will come to you later. You try
Next
to
session.
focus and yeah, have a little thought. You will be glad to hear from you. So how about you, Mahdi?
What's your question? Can you
What
say?
are the things which encourage people to visit a country?
Another country?
Yeah. What will encourage you to visit the country?
You know, traveling is a new experience in your life, and you can earn lots of things when you travel to different places. Maybe there are some, you know, tourist attractions that you can you really like to visit them. But as I said, for I myself, it's a really new experience, and I really like new experiences. And when you travel, it's not just about having fun. You can learn lots of things, and I think that's awesome. Maybe for me, it's the reason that I really like traveling.
So what do you really like about the country? For example, you mentioned that you like, I think, New York previous
Yeah.
session. So
New
what do you
York.
like about it?
Yes. Um, I really like to, you know, uh, it's better. Yeah, I like living in another country, but it's better to say I really like to work in a really big company, work with people that I can learn a lot, and I'm not those kinds of people just stand and say this job is suitable for me. I can earn, for example, enough. I like new experiences. It doesn't depend that, for example, it should be just this country. It's about having new experiences. It's not just really not important for me. It's America or I don't know, in Europe or other countries. You know, I'm really keen on new experiences and the improvement, of course, improvement, and maybe I have two reasons. If you know, I really like to travel to another country. Of course, it is improvement in my job, in my career, and you know, having fun. You can learn different cultures, meet different people, and I think that's awesome.
Well, thank you, Mahdia, for
You're
your
welcome.
specific talking. Let me ask Mansoor. I don't know why we have you upside down.
Again, I couldn't find the proper driver for my laptop cam, you know?
We don't have. I don't have your voice. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes, we
we have.
have.
I know. Is
I
the
think the
problem is
problem is
mine?
yours. It's not mine.
Now I have you.
Okay.
So
So
I told you I
let me
couldn't
ask.
find the proper driver for my laptop cam. You know, it's why because my video is upside down. Okay, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
you
You
can watch
get
me like
used.
this.
You get used to it.
Thank you very much. uh,
So let me
uh,
ask you. What
yes.
are the points that you really like to, your destination country to have when you visit?
You know, some people, it could be a lot of reasons. Some people seeking better life in another country. Some people seeking for job, and some people want to live like a human. You know,
I'm
in
not
another
talking-
countries.
Answer. I'm not talking
About me?
I'm not talking about migration. I'm talking about you visit there as a tourist.
Yeah, about myself. About me.
Yeah. What are the points? Yeah. That will encourage you to visit the country.
Actually seeking the better life there, you know, because in this situation in our country, everything is X, you know, it's vague, it's not clear, you know, the future for our children, it's not clear. You cannot predict anything, political situation, economy situation, everything. I think if one day I decided to go another country, I might seek for a better life, finding a better job and handling my family, you know, and for my children, absolutely. That's my opinion about going to abroad, overseas, or in other countries. Seeking better life.
Seeking better life. Yeah, that's your choice.
Yeah.
So let me start with a new question.
May I add something to my statements?
Yeah, why not?
Seeking better life. Better life means everything, you know, freedom, good economy, good healthy situation, everything that better life can include, you know. A better life, I think it's clear for everybody. Good education, good health system, good economy, freedom, you know. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's why most of us are trying to, leave this country. And as you know, we have Farid here that he left, unfortunately, our country, and fortunately, he has settled in a nice country. Yeah, you're saying.
I miss Iran.
Don't come back. Don't come back. No news is here.
No, you just see the negative points there. No, I think Iran is very good.
You're homesick now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Homesick.
His heart is heavy.
Yeah. Let me ask Said the question. Said, do you prefer tourism package tours, or do you prefer to plan your own vacation? Do you get my point?
Excuse me, can you repeat your question? I couldn't understand what you said.
Do you prefer tourism package when you want travel, or you prefer to plan your own vacation?
So, in my opinion, it's better to prefer your own plan and your own vacation, because during the way you are traveling to another country, to another city, you have your own plan, and nobody can interrupt you.
I
We
cannot
barely
hear.
can
You
hear
decide
you.
where
We
to
don't
go,
have your
cannot hear.
voice.
where to stay, and you
Mansur,
decide.
Said,
Say,
Excuse me, can you hear me?
I cannot
His voice
hear.
is not clear for
Pardon
me.
me.
Kianosh,
Okay.
His voice is not clear for me. You know, it's
Do
interrupting
you have no voice?
frequently.
کیانوش مثل منصور کیانوش or
This
Said.
one is speaking. I don't know his name.
The one in black is Mr. Kianosh.
No, that one.
Mr.
Said F. Said F. Yeah.
Okay.
His voice is interrupting. You know, I cannot hear him clearly. Excuse me.
So,
Said,
can you explain? Did you get the question?
yes, to go with my own or to go with plans.
Yeah. With
Package tours.
Tourist package. Yeah. Wow.
Yes, I prefer to go with my friends actually because it is on your own. You can visit everything you like and no schedule. Actually, if I want to go to travel, I would prefer to go with my 2 close friends, and that's all. So we can go.
What if you are not familiar, with the place?
Yeah.
You can.
When you want
This,
to go,
this
to another country, you're not familiar there. How about that?
these days you can use apps. You can use your phone and use applications and search, for example, for example, museums and so on. That is not the main issue here.
Yeah, you're right. I think you like its adventure, and you want to know. Uh,
Discover
yeah,
the city.
yeah,
Excuse me. Do
Okay.
you have any relation with Tom Sawyer
We
or Marco Polo?
yes. So that's my point.
Okay,
And
go on. Excuse me.
no problem. That's my point. Actually, I would prefer to go with friends, and these days I prefer to go to cheap places rather than to cultural places and so on because I have seen a lot of cultural places but so expensive. So now I only prefer to go to cheap places.
I think we have shared the same test. Yeah, I
I
think going with friends is
I don't have
much
your
fun.
voice, Mr. Janusz.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I said that we share the same taste because
I
I think going with friends is much more fun.
Is Mr. Janusz voice clear to
For
other
me,
Yes, it
friends
yes.
is.
here?
Yeah, for me, yes.
I cannot. Okay. Would you please repeat again?
Yeah, I said we share the
I
same taste. Can you hear me?
I don't have your voice. Let me go out and come again.
Yes. Yeah. How about you, Mahdi?
Exactly like Mr. Alaman that said. But in sometimes that you go
Voice is
if
not
I
clear.
go with my
Yeah,
friends,
yeah.
you don't have my voice.
That's okay.
Now, yeah, it's okay now.
It's okay. Yeah, I said if I go with my friends, yeah, that's really cool to find new places with them. But if I travel alone, I should, use the tourist package and be with them. Yes, it's a little hard for me to be alone and go to other places.
So,
I
do you
couldn't
like
hear her
to?
voice. I think it was interrupting frequently.
You had problems?
No, I think you have problem.
Yes, I think.
Oh, her voice.
Is
Can
it
you
okay
hear my
now?
voice?
That's
Yes,
okay.
it's okay. It's okay.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have your voice,
we
right?
I have
have
you.
So that's clear.
your
But I bought a new hands-free for myself, and that's the problem. Nice.
Congratulations! Finally, you bought.
Yes, it
Yes.
was too expensive. They were too expensive, but I had to buy it. I had to buy them for tonight's session.
Thank you,
You are
Miss
so cheerful.
Thank you.
Miss
So we
Mahdi.
wanted to. Miss Matty, excuse me for interrupting your speaking.
She left, I think.
Oh, she's here.
Oh, she's.
Uh, in my idea, I think we have two types of people. One, which they like to just uh, go and visit another country and back to their home country or uh, where they are they're blind, and the others there are who like to immigrate to another country.
Yes,
I
you're
want to
right.
know I want to know your opinion. Do you see yourself in which kind of category?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Can you repeat? your question?
Yeah, I think my idea, there are two types of people. One,
Okay.
they like to just visit another country, but the other, they like to immigrate and they want to leave this country. They want to
Actually,
leave their own country.
may I speak?
Yeah, why not?
Actually, in my opinion, no one wants to, leave his country unless he couldn't find a better life, a good life in his country. Whenever you go, you are a second citizen. Whenever you go, you are a second citizen. It's not your country. It's not your home. You are a foreigner every time. But when the situation in your country go worse, I think it has no choice left for you. You have to leave your country, seeking the better life.
So, will your situation be better in another country? Can you hear me, dear friend?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
It was
So
clear?
I want to ask you, if you go
Did
to
you get
another
my-
country, can you hear me, dear friends?
Yes, yes, you can talk.
No, I wanna ask this question from the person, yes, who is up down.
Mansoor.
Yes.
Dude, yes,
Who is
dear
speaking
man,
now?
Said
I think
is
it's
speaking.
I'm
Okay.
speaking to you, especially directly to you.
To whom? I don't have your voice. It's not
Can
clear
you
for
hear
me.
me? Can you hear me?
Yes. Now, yeah. Okay.
You can hear me. So I asked you. So you told us
Excuse
that
me, I
if
don't
you
have
Excuse me.
voice.
A moment. I think Mr. Said's voice is frequently interrupting. Is it for you the same or not?
No, we have him clear.
So it's your problem.
Yeah, it's my problem, I think.
Said left. So you were talking, Mansoor. Are you done?
Again, my voice has problem.
Matthew, I think
Yes.
we would like to
I
hear
wanted to
from you.
say, this. Do you have my voice?
Yes.
There's a bad belief, nowadays all of the people think that we have to leave the country because
Dear
we
friends,
have
can you hear my
really.
voice now?
Yes, we can.
Excuse me, Miss Mahdi, for interrupting you for the second time. Continue
No
your
matter.
speaking. Excuse me.
No matter. I was saying that there's a bad belief, among people say that we have to leave the country. How will it happen? Yeah, we have to. It's really hard to leave your country and go to another country and live there. I'm talking about migration. Traveling is good, going and coming back to your country so you can see your family members, your relatives. But whenever you go to another country, imagine to go in America and live there. It's really cool. Maybe you have a good life, a good job opportunity, but being alone is really hard. And you have a lack of something in your life. So you should be honest with yourself. What do you want from your life? Is it just what's your goal? Okay, go to another country, but is it good for you? Is it suitable? You have to really be honest with yourself. It's not just about going to another country and living I don't know, in a very good country. This is not the problem,
Yeah.
like that.
So, which category were you in? You just like to visit?
Me,
Yeah.
I really like to have a good job opportunity, but I myself was those kind of people who said, I have to go, I was thinking about migration and especially studying PhD in another country. But I was honestly really with myself. This is not the exact thing that I want. So it's really hard to leave your family.
Yeah, I got your point.
Yeah, it's really high. I don't know. I have no
Where-
idea.
How about you, Said? You were talking, I think. Said?
Can you hear my voice, dear friends, right
Yes,
now?
yes,
Yeah, we
yes.
have.
Yes. Is it clear for the person who is his portrait is up down? Dear
Yeah,
Mansour?
Yes, his name
yeah,
is
it's okay.
Mansour.
It's okay.
Mansour,
He has a
is,
name.
is my voice okay for you right now?
Yeah, it's okay now. Thank you.
So, so you told us that if you go abroad or if you go to another country, you can achieve a better situation,
No,
like a good
no, no,
economic. Didn't you
no.
say that?
You didn't get my point.
So you told us if you like to stay in your own country and you don't like to leave your own country, but if the situation is hard, you would like to go to another country for finding a better situation. Am I right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely.
So I want to ask you, in this
Yes.
bad situation, if you go to another country, will your situation be better?
Uh, my
And in
friend,
your
you can.
opinion,
No,
won't
no.
won't you have any problem in another country at first when you enter to that
There
country?
is, excuse me, there is no place with no problem. If you go any place, you have some problem, but the problem is different. You know, the
It's
problem is
different, okay.
different. Yes. The problem here is living. Living is different here. But another country, I think the
Living,
problem is it's somehow another category.
okay. You're right, you're right. That's a common problem among people who are living here. But I want to ask you, do you have a lot information about the other countries? In your opinion, are the other countries in good condition?
My
And
friend, if
are they living in good condition in your opinion?
I told you there is no place that it is totally perfect, you know,
Yes,
but
yes.
it has degree, it has level, you know. No place is perfect.
You're right. But I'm speaking about the economical problem, about the living, just living. You
If you,
told
my
us
friend,
living here.
if you wanna go somewhere, you know, other than your country, you can search, you can ask, you can, you know, investigate everything. You can weigh the
Investigate.
situation,
What?
which side which side has more weight, you know, which side has more benefits.
What we have Farid here
As Mrs.
that
Excuse me,
yeah,
can I
yeah,
add
yeah.
something to my statement?
Yeah.
As Mrs. Madia said, you have to be honest with yourself. What are you looking for?
What are you?
Or
So you
or
told.
that place or that place would uh, let's say, what do you call it, fulfill all of your desires, all of your goals, all of your, you know, all of those things that you are thinking about.
So you're right. You may be right, but I wanted to ask you: are you sure? Do you have a lot information?
Let me ask Farid because he is living in foreign
I'm not
country.
sure about anything.
Let him to be a judge from in your discussion.
So, Fadi,
Okay.
what's your idea? If we go abroad, will we have a better situation? Will we live better?
Actually, Mr. Said, it depends on a lot of things. Your education, and it depends on a lot of things. And as you said, there are, at first at least, there are so many problems. For me, for example, language. It was a very big problem here. Food, culture, everything was for me a problem. But looking at the bright
Excuse me, dear
side,
Farid. Excuse me, dear
yes,
Farid. Excuse me for interrupting you. I want to ask you, which country have you been up to now? Which countries have you been out to now?
guess, please guess.
Guess? I don't know.
It is smaller than Iran.
Pardon me?
It is
You know,
France, France.
You know, it's hard
France.
to guess, Farid.
I am
So
living.
you.
You have to give some clue. You know, you have to give us some clue.
Okay,
You've been
The best clue is
to
Bonaparte.
France.
and
You've
did
been
you-
to France, Mr. Farid?
Yes, I am in France.
So
France.
continue speaking. You were talking about.
Okay. At first, I have to say I am here for a month. For a month, and during this period, the problem was my problem. My main problem were the language, food, culture, and so on. But the good side is that for my job, which is computer software development, here for my job is better than my country, Iran. So,
Okay.
as Mr. Mansour said, it is not perfect in living in France, but totally, if I want to choose, yes, I would choose to live here instead of Iran. There are problems. I believe prices are so high. You cannot talk
Way.
to
So
other.
you
You cannot
choose
talk
living in France totally,
totally.
rather than yes, you're
Totally,
right.
but I have to confess that Iran has its own good things too. The, the prices are so cheap. You have your relatives, your friends, and so on. But all to all, if you want to choose one, maybe France is better. Maybe.
So can you speak French right now?
Oh no. Bonjour, bonjour. The only thing I can say bonjour.
You can
Bon
change.
appel.
You know,
Salut.
I have a suggestion. You can change every R to R. Paris. We have it. That's okay.
Excuse me, I spoke a lot, excuse me, and it's the other people turns to speak about the topic.
Yeah, I think I would like to hear from Martin. Martin, can you hear me?
I don't
Next.
have noise.
Martin, can you hear me? Martin,
Repeat.
Martin, do you have my voice?
Martin.
Yeah, very nice.
Left.
Martin left. So,
What about you, Kianush? What about you?
what about me? Oh,
I don't have your voice. It is surprising. I have all voices except Mr. Kianush. I don't know.
what about me? What?
What about? I only hear this section of yours. What about you? Do
So,
you prefer to
why?
live abroad, live in foreign country or in Iran?
I think we
I
had a
don't have.
long. Do you have my voice?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
I think we had a long discussion the other night. Yeah, you know my opinion. I'm seeking to live abroad. To for studying my PhD, and I'm trying to improve my English knowledge to get to participate in TOEFL exam and to get ready to unfortunately leave my country.
Wish you best.
Yeah, Martin, can you hear me now?
Martin just watching.
Martin is muted, I think.
Martin said he is going to talk next session from next session.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he said he
but
was.
but I really like to hear from him.
I have a
Uh,
problem for noise.
okay, very nice. Uh, so guys, if you want to choose a country to visit just for visiting, which country and why?
Canada. For
So,
white
no.
is better of Canada.
For what?
Canada for living and the visited of holiday because it's a cheap of food and clean of streets, and they have many building. They have a big house and nothing.
Yeah, really nice. Thank you for sharing your ideas, Martin. How about you, Matthew?
Again, I should say.
Except America, which we all know about it.
So she can choose Lorestan country.
Yeah, last year it was 2 years ago. I came to one of the waterfalls in Lorestan with my colleagues. I don't know. I don't remember its name. It had a hard name. It wasn't Bishe, but no. It had
Vark or Nujian.
no, but it was very nice. But it was in a valley, and it was really hard walking there. But it was very nice and beautiful. Yeah, he's right. It's really beautiful. They have a really beautiful city with lots of waterfalls. I guess, yeah, some very beautiful places. We have why we are talking about only going to another countries. We have lots of beautiful places in Iran. It's not just related to north of Iran. We have what I can say about it. I always dream about being in a jungle with a beautiful nice house. Last year was my first time that I went to Masal. I really can't say it's really it's like heaven. It was awesome. I really liked there. That was really cool place. Unfortunately, I was there only for 4 hours, and after that we came back. But I really liked that place. There are lots of excellent places in our own country. So why we are instead I mean focusing on just other countries. As he said, in Lorestan or in I don't know, even Kermanshah in Khuzestan, we have lots of beautiful places, and they are really cool. So why we don't talk about these places?
Yeah, very nice, very nice. I think you're right. You are right. We have to focus on our bright sides too.
Yes.
And yeah. So Mansour, as Matthew said, we have to look at our country's bright side or places that are very interesting to see. Is there any interesting place that you have visited in Iran?
Yeah. Iran, fortunately, Iran is a four seasons country. Uh, uh, when it's winter in the west of Iran, the south of Iran is experiencing a nice, spring. Iran is a four seasons country. It has a lot of places to see. As Mrs. Madia said, we have in any provinces. If you choose any provinces, it has a lot of places to see. I have visited a lot of provinces like Shiraz, Isfahan, and Lorestan. I think Mrs. Said from Lorestan. I think, am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Yes.
And you yourself tell about your city. I don't know where you live.
Kermanshah.
Which city? Kermanshah?
Yeah.
Kermanshah Khasa.
And also Lorestan and Kermanshah, it has a lot of things, a lot of places to see. I didn't say that our country doesn't have anything. it was about, I can say, it turned to be a political, argument, and I can enter that political argument. It has a lot of bright sides. It has a lot of places to see. Iran is a cool country, the four-season country. That's my opinion.
Yes, you're right. So you should promise us to bring us tonight a box of non-brandy.
Yeah. You have to be careful. You have to be careful because you have to eat with a lot of water, or you choke.
They're awesome, I really love Numeraji, and I think no Khormai is your souvenir.
Yeah.
They're really great.
And cock.
Yeah.
Cock.
But in the afternoon, when
problem.
you're hungry in the afternoon, that's a good idea to eat a box of non-brandy with tea.
Or you'll choke. You can breathe.
Yes, yes.
So, Said, tell me which places you find spectacular in our country.
Excuse me. You were interrupted.
Yeah, I was asking Said a spectacular place that he has been visited up to now.
Sorry, I didn't have your voice. No problem.
So his voice is clear for me.
It's okay.
Is it okay for you, Mansour?
Yeah, my brother, it's okay.
So I can remember when I wanted to go to Mashhad when I was a teenager with my family, and when we wanted to go to Mashhad, we visited some of the Shomal's country like Mazandaran, Sari, and Golestan, and they were so nice and beautiful cities, and they had beautiful natures, and Caspian Sea and Mazandaran and National Golestan Park, and all of them were beautiful places for visiting for me during that. Mr. Mansour is talking to his child, in my opinion.
Yes.
Mr. Mansour, do you have children? Mr. Mansour, can you hear my voice? But your voice is not clear for us. Please rejoin us, and we will talk to you.
Yeah, it's okay now.
It's okay right now.
What was your question? Excuse me.
So I asked you if you have some children. Do you have some children?
Yeah, I have two children. One of them is begging to enter my room. I told him, go away, I'm busy.
So you can let him
I
to
can
come
bring
in.
him. Let me bring him.
Yes. Waiting for him.
You were talking, Said. Are you done? You were talking about Noor, I think.
Are you with me, Mr. Keanu?
No, Said.
I don't have.
I was talking.
Keanu's voice. Okay, I don't have Keanu's voice. So I ask you, are you friends?
Do you have mine?
Yes.
Yeah. Said,
Everyone
you
except
mentioned
Keanu.
about how beautiful the north of Iran is, but unfortunately, we visitors, with throwing our trash in jungle or even in beach, we made it a disaster. It doesn't have good view anymore if we continue doing this uh, permanently. I think we will destroy our environment.
Yes. You mean that?
Did you mention this when you were traveling? Have you seen places that was full of garbage,
Yes.
plastic?
Unfortunately, we have a bad manner, and when we go to a beautiful and pretty place like jungle and beach, we don't pay attention not to put our rubbish, our dust on the ground, and unfortunately we leave them on the ground, and we don't think about our future children and our future families. They want to come and visit these places, and we just think about ourselves, and we just think about that moment. We are there and we are enjoying of that place. But it's better to protect this place. It's better to think about these places' future. We should keep them clean, and we should put them and leave them to our children in future and our society in future. It's not our property. It belongs all of the people for all of the time, not for this time.
Yes, you're right.
So we should protect.
You're definitely right, Said. Farid, can you hear me? Farid.
Yes, yes, your voice is clear right now for me, but some minutes ago I couldn't hear you. That's clear.
Farid, do you have my voice?
Excuse me, I'm talking.
Yes,
Yes, I have your voice.
Mr. Alman, do you have our voice?
Do you want to say something,
Yes, how about mine? How about mine? Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Yeah. Farid, do you have something to add
Yes.
for this session?
I just wanted to say that I'm a talkative person. If you let me, I will speak a lot.
No problem, talk whatever you want. And how much do you want to talk? No problem.
Farid, do you have my voice, Farid?
Did anybody notice what? Excuse me. Did anybody know?
You please transfer the Kianush voices.
Yeah, Maggie, can you transfer my,
Yes, ask your question, I will tell him.
Yeah. Does he have something to add for this session?
Do you have something to add, Mr. Alman?
To add to the topic,
Yeah.
the final note I would like to add, as Miss Mahdia said, that Iran is really beautiful country. When you compare it to the countries like France, which is very well known, Iran is also very beautiful. Beautiful. It has beautiful cities, Tabriz, Isfahan, Shiraz. But actually, I think the Western are much better in tabligat.
Advertisement.
Advertisement about the country.
Propaganda. No, it's
propaganda. Yes, it's better.
It's
yes.
not advertisement.
Propaganda.
Propaganda.
Yes, they are very good.
You know, the unreal advertisement is propaganda.
Propaganda. Yes. For example, when you see Eiffel Tower in television, you see, wow, it is very, very beautiful. But when you see it in real, you see, no, it is not. It is beautiful, but not that much as you see in television, which we lack in Iran.
Yeah,
I don't know.
the lack of it.
It is, yes, that's why.
So Farid, thank you for your complete introduction about our country and France. So, Mr. Mansour, I think your manual is speaking.
Yeah, speaking. It's just mumbling. You know, it's not clear. I can't understand him. It's mumbling, talking to himself.
So, Mansour,
yeah,
do you have something to add for this topic?
About environment or about what?
About anything you want.
May I take him out first? Excuse me.
Yes, why not?
I cannot focus. Excuse me.
Yeah. How about you, Mahdi? Do you have something to add?
It's about networking. I'm really sorry.
Barely can hear you.
Okay. I mean.
She forgot to cancel.
we have lots of tourist attractions in our country, and as Mr. Alaman said, we have to, work on them, show it to people from other countries, and it's really good that the other people who come to our country really love our country and the hospitality of Iranians, and so exactly we have the lack of tourism in our country. That's awful. We can earn a lot of money from this industry, and we have a lot to offer, so it's a really big problem in our country. Just I wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Mr. Mansur, you should leave and again join us. Really sorry I mute you.
Mansur, you are muted. Please rejoin us.
Do you have my voice?
Yes.
I think
Yes.
Someone has muted me,
Yes, I did. Sorry.
Sorry for the noise. Excuse me. Excuse me, really. Who was talking?
You. It's your turn.
It's your turn.
Okay, thank you. As I told you, I am not disappointed of my country. Iran is a good country. I told you before, it's a four seasons country, but it should be some, it should be some good management.
Yeah, exactly.
All of us are, except Mr. Faid is living here. We know all about the economy situation, the policy situation. I think it's not proper for Iran. It's not. It doesn't deserve our nation, But in my opinion, I repeat, Iran is a good country with a beautiful weather. As I told you, when in west of Iran that I live here, it's winter. Snow is coming, but in the south of Iran, people are experiencing, excuse me, beautiful, spring. I was in Asad sometime. In it was winter, I think. Near I think January. The snow was coming down here. When I found my home and I asked my father what was the weather like, he said the snow is coming, but in Asaliye, it is south of Iran. It was very hot that we use air conditioning, and they were breeding a big tomato. It was like spring.
Yeah, it's because I think Iran is a big country.
Yeah. A big country with a good weather, various weather.
Yeah, you're right. And how about?
But can I add something? But
go on.
Unfortunately, right now in this time, it's not a good country for living. I think. I'm a government employee. I barely can handle my family.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, I think you're right, and that's the problem of most of our nation in our country.
But can I add something else? I am better than someone who is just government employee. I have engineering license. I do something else besides my regular job. I have some part-time job. I have license. I go to inspecting some, engineering affairs. I'm better than an ordinary employee, but I can barely, manage my family and I maintain my family.
Yes. So we have Said back. Said,
so Said,
you have something to
here.
add? Yeah, I think you're like playing a game. You sign out, you sign in. What are you doing?
So unfortunately, I have some problems with using my cell phone. One of them is my poor internet connection, and the other one is my poor hands-free, and I don't know
Yeah.
how to solve these problems. But I just came to tell. I don't know how much time we have, and how much more time for speaking.
You just add something. You have something to
So
add?
no, I don't have something special to ask, but I just came here to say goodbye to all of you. And I
Thanks.
want to
Thanks.
say that we had a good and useful discussion, and we have especially good friends here. We can continue our discussion for the other nights, and if we want, we can improve our English, and
Yeah.
especially our information. You know, talking about a special thing needs to have a good general knowledge,
Yeah.
and beside speaking English fluently.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for your talking, Said. How about you, Farid? You have something?
No, thank you very much. I
Yeah,
had
it
your
was
voice.
a finally. Thanks.
Finally, thank you.
Bonjour, bonjour,
Yeah.
Farid.
Bonjour. Salut. I think means salam.
It was good
Salut,
conversation,
salut.
guys. We really
You should
had
say goodbye, not hello.
enjoyed. Yeah. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Have a dreamy
Goodbye.
night ahead. Have a dreamy night ahead.
Goodbye. Thank you very
Bye.
much.
Bye. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you for